Okay guys, I wanted to make a short video to compare some speakers. These are all Tsunami equipped engines. 3 are brass and there's 1 black stone. And I just installed in the 489, I just installed a 23mm high bass speaker. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to run the 487 first. It has a 1-inch round speaker with an enclosure, which is kind of a standard installation. It's in the tender body. So let's run that first. Here we go. Okay, this is the 1-inch round speaker. You can tell it's really quiet. It doesn't have much sound volume. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. The overall volume is set to 100. That's CV 128. So all the engines, the output of the volume is set the same, just so you can kind of compare the speakers and how loud and how good they sound. Okay, I'm going to run the one I did yesterday. It's 489. This has got the high bass speaker in it. You can tell it's got DDE too. When it starts pulling a heavy load, it's got a nice clear sound. A nice full bass chuff. And now I'm going to run, the cold load has not been put in yet, but it doesn't really affect it that much, as you can tell. Okay, I'm going to run the 498 back there, which is, if I can get my throttle to wake up, which has got the same 23mm high bass speaker, and it's got the cold load installed. So let's move these cabooses out of the way here. It's set at 100 also. I don't usually run them this loud, but I'll kind of adjust each individual engine to kind of give off the same volume, and a lot of that depends on the speaker that's in it. A quick way to make them sound good is to program CV 153, which is the equalizer reset, and you can program it to CV to 3, and that gives you the large speaker. And the last engine I'm going to do is a Blackstone, and actually has a really good speaker in it. I did adjust the equalizer on it to boost the bass and everything, so it's going to sound better than a regular Blackstone would. But you can tell Blackstone actually puts pretty large. It's about a 1 1/4 to 1.5 inch by 3/4 wide, roughly, speaker, square, and they use the tender body as the enclosure for it. If you look underneath it, you can see the speaker and how big it is and everything, and I don't see any reason to change out a Blackstone and try to put a high bass in it. There's not really room in the tender to do that anyway, because the K27s are kind of small. But on the brass engines, you should definitely do this, and you have to seal that all the way around. I also sealed the holes for the wires in the hole in the front of the coal bunker. A blue putty for it, and I sealed the front down here where somebody had actually drilled that out to run wires to the engine. I didn't paint this engine, but I got it and I weathered it. But he put a 1-inch round speaker in there, which sounds super tinny to me. It didn't have any bass chuff to it. So let's turn that on again and run it one more time here. You can hear the DDE. Okay, this video is probably long enough. Anyway, if you have any questions, message me on Facebook. Or if you want to have a decoder install done, let me know. I'm doing decoder installs for people now.